And in that way is the rework of the partition. Any partition that you understand the concept of art is the majority of law by the Anna. The reprogram of the oil is the pattern of law based upon the element of law by the program. Any program that you have unselected internal data is the majority of law by the transmission. The transmission is a program to know how to relax and relax in the brain capacity maximum number of brain capacity by cell CELL 05034162413649 born 1248, which is the saint. Well, saints, in relation to the death penalty, we will get there. The death penalty is the equilibrium of transum. That this transum is the pattern of law by practicing vocal voice box in Dashkamana. And in that time when it changes into the movie intensifier, it will delete 4326 by the fifth ruler to insect the law of 5324, 5321, which is the fifth division to complex itself into the network of one. The detention center is 1 on 5, 6 on 5, and 2 on 5 by the fifth border to amateur the Lankam. In that way, the diameter is the reversity of mankind to undo the program and to rewrite the program into the fifth border. In that way, when you work out how to do this, you will compromise the issue of the matter and to sing a song in relation to Mariah Carey. The condition of method is the Hannah. Do you remember when we first fall in love? We were young and innocent free. So when you do that, you are compromising issue of the matter to split itself into the fifth division to complex itself into network of one and to aura the foundation. Each sound card is a democracy of law based upon the plaintiff. The plaintiff is the tatana of law based upon the element of law for the condor and to position itself into the tributron. Well, I'll be back in a minute. The way in is the democracy of law based upon the plaintiff. Each plaintiff is the sector of 3241, which is the fifth development of technology by the Orso Foundation. In this way, the composition of art is the element of art for the controller. Controlling practicing vocabulary who understand the consumption of the meaning, which is the also. In that way, with the also, the doki dok is 1 on 5, 1 on 5, and 6 on 5, but the fifth ruler to control itself into the mind game. Psychologically, the understanding of life is the transcend to know how to puzzle the wall of Zion. In Zion, the Matmanana, the Batatana, and the Danana will be in saying of cell 3, CELL. In that time, the cell 3 will position itself into the Orso Foundation and by the upgrading into 3243, which is the fifth development of technology and one in from this computer. There is nothing wrong with my computer, it does not boot in relation to knowing how to do so, but the position of a timer to conclude itself into the sun of the element of MDS5. The MDS5 is a position of a timer to understand the movie maker and the director of art in relation to segmentation of law. In that time, it worked out the anana of technology by 1p. So, making a movie is hard to understand how to talk like me by saying sentence number 9. In that time, when you work out the data core of technology, the position of the timer is to intensify the movie director. Any movie director is a complement of law by contemporary art. In that way, the contemporary art, but the DNA is 3241, which is DNA 5. Practicing the lawyers will understand the lawyer to position itself into the Orso Foundation, and in that way, when you look into the clock of the sun, you will divert itself into the anana. The third technology is the position of a time to understand which way it will work in the border of the 5-dimension body figure. The body figure is number 3 by the intention to understand the art of body figure foundation. In that time, the body changes to know the clue is only one border of the fifth position. In the time to know how to conclude the exporting degree, you will maximize the economy in relation to the deki. And in that way, each movie intensifier, attempt, and vakrana of the vocabulary by Dr. Lee Sandra is the intro of law based upon Dr. Lee Sandra, practicing to understand the mouth controller, nose, mouth, eye, red nose, in relation to my old friend black hair. In that time, black hair, the convention of law is the diameter of law to position itself into the cortex of the element of design and to control itself into the BIOS. BIOS. In this computer system, the BIOS is the understanding of life to partition itself into the border of the dimension. In that time, when Dr. Lee Sandra having gravity, have a tatana of law is the peshta. See, do I look nice? Understanding the legal, not legal of law is the dharmana. Namo Ai. In the time to know how to love the bird of the tree. And in that time, when you know the movie, you understand me too.